So you have no friends in high school and you're that loner person. Or maybe you're in college right now and it feels like you don't have any friends. I want to tell you something. It's going to drive you and it's going to make you feel like you can accomplish anything if you actually do it. So when I was growing up, I was in high school and I didn't have a lot of friends in grade 9 through 10. It was a really tough time for me. Grade 9, grade 10, I felt very alone. People made fun of me on a regular basis. I still remember some of the bullies in my head. It still hurts. I'm 42 freaking years old and I still remember something that happened to me when I was 13 years old, and it's not gonna go away. But you know what? For all of you that are going through this, what you're gonna do is be able to turn around and stick it to everybody else. When you get that growly feeling in the pit of your stomach and you start looking around and you get the courage to stick it to everybody else, that's when things actually start moving and you actually accomplish a heck of a lot in your life. Now, when I look around, and I know that this is gloating and I know this feels like this is not cool, and it's not. But I look around and I look at the people that were not so nice and did all of those kind of things. They had a lot of problems going on themselves. And they were dealing with a lot of crap. And I'm not going to excuse their actions and all of those kind of things. But I look around and they were being held back. And ultimately, they were held back. But you know what? When it happens to you and you get that growly feeling where you're just like, I'm just going to stick it and get going, that's going to happen to your life over and over and over again. And when that happens to you, then you can use it to power you and to do amazing things. Ultimately, I am where I am right now. I got an engineering degree. I'm a professor in a business school that everybody recognizes and nobody would deny is a good school. I have an amazing wife. I've got amazing kids, a house, all of those kind of things. And we're doing okay in many different ways. Ultimately, all of those things that I have right now is because of those bullies when I was 13 years old, because I got it in my head where I'm sticking it to them. And it's going to drive me going forward forever and ever and ever. I know this seems like it's kind of weird, but it's empowering when you turn it around. When somebody makes you feel terrible deep down inside and you turn it around and you stick it to everybody else when they actually do that to you. Now, it takes a long time for you to figure out what's going on. And it might take you a year of feeling really bummed out and really depressed and feeling awful. And in that year, lots of things could happen. But after the fact, you look back and you stick it to those people that kicked you when you're down and made you feel bad. And you turn it around, you look at them later on in life. And you realize after 10, 20, 30 years, you look back and you say, those people were nobodies. Nobodies, and they were hurt people. They themselves were hurt people. Unfortunately, this is true. Normal, well-adjusted people do not go around hurting other people. They encourage people. They do really good things. They're very thoughtful. So I want you to use the power of those moments where you felt alone or afraid or anything. Turn it around, all of those negative moments, and use it to power you to stick it to everybody else. Don't wallow in that crap. That's crap, right? Like, feeling like that is crap. Don't wallow in it. And I know that it's easy for me to say. And listen, I wallow in it far too much. But ultimately, when I turn it around and I stick it to somebody that was not nice and I turn it into my power, I turn it into my power. And when you do that, things will ultimately start to change in your life and you get confidence. And instead of being upset, you put those teeth together and you work at it. And you use the power that's deep down inside, that anger, to go do cool things. Ultimately, all of that crap that you feel right now and all of that crap of the things of where you are right now is going to push you forward. You need to remember that. Use it to push you forward. Those moments of when you are down are when you're going to get pushed forward. You're going to look back and you're going to say, I'm never going to be like that again. Or I'm going to stick it to you. All of those things are healthy. All of those things are going to turn you into something that is better and ultimately is going to push you to where you need to go. Remember that. None of that stuff is bad. That stuff, those awful feelings where you're broken or you feel alone, all of those kind of things, those are the moments that you turn around and you use it for your power. And when that happens and you keep pushing towards something, good things happen. Very good things happen. Your life will it'll come together. And everybody else would be wondering, how did you do that? What happened? You can look back and say, you know what? You did it to me. When you weren't so nice, when you kicked me when I'm down, when you made me feel alone, you did it to me. Go do cool things. Use those negative emotions that you have right now to push you towards doing better and even more amazing things that you'd ever thought you would be able to accomplish. Those stupid negative emotions, they're just emotions. And you can learn how to bottle it and harness it to do good things. Remember that. Go get after it.